We started with 32. We traveled down the road to 16, to 8, to 4, and there were 2 left. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into the Super Bowl Sunday edition of the Sunday Sideline Report here on the Sports Insanity Network. Mike, the old ops guy, Corpus Crispy, Danny Boy Reginald with you. Gentlemen, it's the last football Sunday of the year.
I
How we
know,
feeling?
I know, bro.
I'm good.
Dan's good.
I'm like,
Dan's the only one who's good. Dan's waiting on Aaron Rodgers.
I've had enough. I'm waiting on him to retire.
Oh boy.
It's over.
Bill.
I don't want him back.
And Bill and Mark, your team, the Philadelphia Eagles, in the Super Bowl, second time in 3 years. You guys got to be pumped up.
Yeah, I think
F you.
Mark. I think
That
we're
used to be
talking
John
today
Cena's
about the
finishing
fact that
move.
we're disgusted that Philadelphia is in the Super Bowl right now.
You know, on the record, they were the best team in the NFC. They're in the Super Bowl. That's where they'd be. Off the record, it's the freaking Eagles. This is all I got to listen to for a year if they win.
Wait,
Not
Mark,
fair.
what would be worse? The Eagles winning the Super Bowl or the Phillies winning the World Series?
Eagles winning the Super Bowl.
Figured I'd ask. All
Why
right.
though?
Why? Because I detest the Eagles more than I do the Phillies.
And we've already seen the Phillies win once.
As an analyst and someone who watches the sports, I know the Eagles are where they are because they are the best team in the NFC. Okay? The Philadelphia Phillies, to take nothing away from them, was the best team in the NL East, but just couldn't hang on. They kind of choked
They did.
to our Mets. So we'll leave baseball out of it from here on.
Hold on. Hashtag it LFGM. All right. Start with some news. We will definitely get into the game, how both teams got here. There may or may not be a special game of Super Bowl Jeopardy, which we'll dive into later. But there is news coming today from Adam Schefter, who was told by this party wide receiver Deebo Samuel of the San Francisco 49ers has been granted permission to go seek a trade partner. So Deebo out in San Francisco. We'll see what happens there.
Well, nothing's official because we still has to get traded. So
Right. But they've given him the permission to seek the partner. And so obviously
they give him the permission to seek the partner. That doesn't mean he's going to get traded. That
well,
just
not
means
right
that he's
away.
gonna.
They can't. They officially can't do anything till I believe it's the 17th of March, which is when the new league year starts. What and why do they?
I'm saying, but even that's not
right. Nothing is guaranteed.
Like a thing.
Yeah,
because he could change his mind in 2 months.
Well, here's the other problem. The Niners are going to have to pay Brock Purdy a little Purdy penny, but
what? No. What are we talking about? Brock Purdy had one of his worst seasons. You're not committing to him right now.
55 million will be his number. 55 million, I say, is his number.
Oh, that's like
too much.
Disgusting thing I've heard since
Daniel Jones got 40. Daniel Jones got 40.
And now it's too much.
No, and everyone will argue that was too. If Brock Purdy would take somewhere in the 40s, I'm okay. Listen, I think quarterback salaries are outrageous at this point anyway, because the best quarterback in the league who's still playing, he plays today, isn't the highest paid quarterback. So, and Deebo Samuel granted permission to go seek a trade. We'll see what happens there. But let's dive in. Super Bowl Sunday. We have the Philadelphia Eagles who won the NFC East. They then, in the first round of the playoffs, who did they get in the wild card? Philadelphia beat Green Bay in the wild card round. Sorry, Patch. Then they barely survived the Rams in the divisional round, and then they obliterated the Washington Commanders in the conference title game. And Bell, the key story is one man. You know him.
I know him.
He's Charles's long lost cousin. Saquon Barkley's been the story of the playoffs.
Yes, and as a disgruntled Giants fan, that hurts me. But no, Saquon has been an absolute beast in the playoffs. So I think he's going to be fun to watch today. And if the Eagles win, I think he's going to be MVP, and all on today, which is actually his birthday. So happy birthday, Saquon.
Mark?
This is where everybody's wanted, whether were a Giants fan or you're an Eagles fan. This is or an NFL fan. This is where everybody's wanted Saquon to get to be on the big stage. He's going to get there not just once. He's going to be there a few times. And every time that man touches the ball, he has a chance to do something really special, as he's done all year for Philadelphia. Anybody who is anyone has him at least as a anytime touchdown scorer today.
And Dan, there's also those two legit receivers at A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith.
And if Saquon isn't a factor, expect them to be somewhat of a factor. But putting the ball in Jalen Hurts' hands and having him doing all the carrying, that's going to be a really tough game plan for the Eagles. So, hopefully Saquon goes off. That's your big goal. Because if he's getting less than, give or take, 13 carries, that's a problem. Even like 13 carries is too little for him. Like, you gotta utilize your big time weapon. But yeah, no, don't sleep on Smith. Don't sleep on Brown. They're gonna be active, but that's not their game plan.
I think it's really important for Mark's guy, Kellen Moore, and Jalen Hurts to get Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert involved in this game early. I'm going to presume Steve Spagnuolo, who will have a game plan, he's going to probably put Trent McDuffie on an island with A.J. Brown. And I'm sure Philly will target that at some point as well. But get those other guys involved, and then you can hit them with the A.J. Brown go ball. And obviously Saquon with the screens and whatever you're going to do, because we know this about the Philadelphia Eagles. They can hit home runs, and they're going to go the Dan Campbell route today. You are not going to see Jake Elliott, and you are not going to see the punter. They are going to go for it unless they can't. Because your plan is to keep 15 off the field.
And that's the big thing. You don't want Mahomes having any chance whatsoever to try and score points. Of course, you can rely on your defense, which is good. I like the Philly defense. But you do not want Mahomes having a day on offense.
No, you don't.
It would be a massive mistake.
I'm sorry, Dan.
That's all I got, actually. I'm sorry.
If the world were to flip over and the world were to change, and Casey finds some way to stop Saquon, and let's say just in the first quarter they hold them off a little bit, the guy that I am more focused on even though I'm saying Saquon's going to do what he's going to do, is Devonta Smith, who's returning for the first time with no injury designation. Having a healthy Devonta Smith is not only going to help Goddard, it's also going to help A.J. Brown get those one-on-ones that he's so agile that he can go up and get the ball if it's thrown high enough. But if KC is ready and they lock out the pass, it's going to be a long day.
Oh, it absolutely is, because Philly's pass rush is absolutely fatal. So that to me is going to be their key versus Patrick Mahomes.
Well, hold on. Let's dive into that for a second.
Let's do it.
Because how did Kansas City get here? They're the number 1 overall seed in the AFC. Wild card round. Bye. Then in the divisional round, they beat up the Houston Texans. And then in the conference title game, they beat the Buffalo Bills. Again, a big piece, Bill, in that Bills game was Mahomes' ability to run out of the pocket.
Yes, that was.
And one of the things about Philly, and you brought up the pass rush, they didn't allow Jaden Daniels to really get going outside of the pocket, although he led the Commanders in rushing. But they played Matthew Stafford and Jordan Love, 2 guys who don't really use their legs a whole lot. So go on to the Eagle pass rush with that evil genius, Vic Fangio.
Yeah, well, the pass rush is, but like you said, since Mahomes keeps going in the pocket, that might make things a little difficult for this, for this Eagles defense, especially with Josh Sweet and Nolan Smith. And because if you remember last time around, the Chiefs scored 38 points off of them. And they're going to need, and this time they're really going to have to step up to the plate, if you know what I mean. And they're going to have to pressure Mahomes at all costs. They're going to have to pressure Mahomes.
I'm going to stop you right there because I'm scrolling Twitter for see if any news or anything breaks. I just want to read this quote to one person, and that would be Mr. Old Ops guy. This comes from Jerry Jones via the Scoop City podcast. And I quote, I wouldn't have signed Dak Prescott, the highest paid player in the NFL, if now wasn't when we wanted to win. This is a shocker to be here at this Super Bowl and not have the Cowboys here. I didn't plan on that when I made that agreement with him. Close quote.
Well, here's my answer.
Hey, Jerry,
here's
you
the
were
quick
really
answer.
Derrick
Very
Henry would have
quick.
been a Cowboy.
This could have been a 50-minute response from him. No, the man's old. He only has so much he can say. So, not too worried about Jerry Jones blaming Dak. I'm not too worried about it.
I just wanted to read it to you.
No, that's fine. But the older you get, the less complicated your answers are.
All right. So Bill talked about the Eagle pass rush on Mahomes. Where are you going when Kansas City's got the ball?
If you want to look at a player, you can look at 2. You have 2 equally running backs in Hunt and Pacheco. You can use them in the same formation and swing them out to either side as quick swing passes. But I think you're going to get a big surprise by the rookie Xavier Worthy today. I think even though, look, the Eagles' pass defense is very, very, very talented, and they do a great job. Xavier Worthy has just gotten better over the season. It's not like he started off with 15 catches a game. No, he progressed. He has to get on the same book with Mahomes, and he did that. he could be one of the true main X factors in this game. And if you're not going to be running the ball, I think he is your number one target for Mahomes today over Travis Kelce.
Well, I want to go off of what you said. I'm going to get Dan involved here. 2 years ago, it was Isaiah Pacheco. Big time, a rookie. Didn't do as much as you thought in the regular season. Comes up big in the playoffs. Rashee Rice last year had moments during the regular season, really came on in the playoffs. For the third straight year, a rookie at a prominent skill position has come on for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's insanity. And by the way, everyone in the NFL, we could thank the Buffalo Bills for gifting Patrick Mahomes Xavier Worthy. Just like we could thank the Buffalo Bills for gifting the Kansas City Chiefs Patrick Mahomes.
And just like we can thank the Buffalo Bills for making our friend Nate Moser cry again.
Poor Nate.
He could just watch a Sabres game to do that.
Sorry, Nate.
We love you, Nate, but
Nah, I'm on you. Dan, your thoughts on Kansas City and their offense?
Well, they have a lot of options. And obviously Mahomes is your big factor there because ultimately he's going to be one making those passes, or he's going to be one carrying and running the football. It's like dependent on it, right? So, I'm not going to expect a lot of touchdown passes to Kelce. I think you mentioned that before. But expect him to get a lot of yards with Kelce. And then, he can go to a Pacheco or to a Hunt or to a Worthy to get those scores. He can even drive down and run with his legs. So, we always expect Kelce to be involved. Hasn't been involved as much this season as in seasons past. Part of that's age, part of that is, different game plan. People are starting to figure him out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but still expect him to be there, if not as a big time passing target, more like a decoy.
yes.
And blocking. He's an underrated blocker, Travis Kelce.
Yes.
I want to go into this stance because Andy Reid was asked earlier this week about this potentially being his final game. Would he retire if the Chiefs win? Andy Reid said, no, I'm coming back next year. Hold on. Flip said that, Mark. It was announced last night that it looks like the New Orleans Saints are going to hire Eagles offensive coordinator Kellen Moore to be the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
How much of a distraction do you think that could be going into this game? Because Kellen Moore is going to be the head coach of the team at this stadium where this game is actually being played.
But at the moment, he's still with the Chiefs, and they know that. So, I mean,
Eagles.
I can't believe I fucked that up.
All
Now,
good.
he's still with the Eagles. See, I dropped the F-bomb before Dan this time. There we go. It's not going to be a distraction because he's been here before with Dallas and then being told he's going to be It's not going to change anything. The game is going to be played with no anticipation because he's still an Eagle. It's not confirmed where he's going or anywhere. If tomorrow he was going to be the head coach of the New Orleans Saints, then I could say, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of these issues around, swirling. Now, for now, it's business as usual.
Well, here's what I think. I agree with Mark. I think his mind is going to be on, hey, this is going to be my last game as the Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
If I win, I get to go into New Orleans with a ring. But you know what? He's probably thinking, but you know what? I'll worry about me being head coach when this is all over. Because I'm sure he'll probably be formally introduced either this week or next week.
Yeah,
I don't think you'll see anything until March.
No, they can technically they can officially announce it once the season's over. They can't announce it while the season is going, so they can announce it technically by tomorrow or Tuesday. But
And
we'll wait to get there. Go ahead.
also, Reg, they finally hired a new head coach.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It took
there's
them
a
a while.
reason.
Because
You'll get obviously the you can't while he's still coaching another team, you can't take him away.
Right.
But they struck out on their big candidate, which was Aaron Glenn. And then now they're going after more. Yeah, cool beats for them.
and like, here's the thing, of all the crap that is going on with New Orleans right now, and Reg and I discussed that last week, so go back and listen to that. They finally hired their new head coach, and I think they made a solid choice.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna get on a little bit of soapbox here.
Oh boy, here we
There's
go.
a reason why it took the New Orleans Saints so long to hire a coach. Because you got to throw a stick of dynamite on that team and blow that thing up.
Oh, you do.
That is an atrocity, and that's why it took so long. But anyway, if we want to get into the coaching hires, we can step away from the game for a little bit because Kellen Moore's the last one.
Last one.
Yeah.
So Mark, I'll go with you. What's your favorite coaching hire of this cycle?
I don't care. Call me biased or what you want because I said this I said this last year that Schottenheimer's son was going to be a head coach in the NFL.
Shout out Marty Schottenheimer.
I am absolutely excited to have Schottenheimer as the Dallas coach. I am excited to have Eberflus now coming over from Chicago, get a proper defense. Look, nothing against Zimmer. I like Zim, and I hope he still has some type of use in this Dallas team. But I like Eberflus better. Get back that Dan Quinn type of secondary training. I think Stephen Jones, I'm not going to say Jerry did this. I think Stephen Jones made these decisions and has made the right choices to start getting Dallas back where they should be. And it's not going to be an overnight thing.
Can I go?
Yeah, go for it.
I think my favorite hire of the coaching cycle is probably Ben Johnson with Chicago, because I think like what we saw with him in Detroit, how he had like an older quarterback and how he could just pick up from there in Detroit. And I think even though Caleb Williams is younger, he's only going into his second season. I think like they don't need to like blow everything up and get a new guy. I think Ben Johnson can do wonders with Caleb Williams in Chicago. So that's why I like Ben Johnson as the best hire of this season.
No.
And very good point and nice examples used.
But here's gonna be the question about Ben Johnson is how quickly they think they could get that done.
That is a good point.
Fixing of Caleb Williams wasn't great. All right, Dan has
I think he's having
dropped out for a minute. I'm gonna go Pete Carroll.
Okay.
For the Raiders. Mainly for this reason. I think the Raiders understand they need a true overhaul and reset what meaning a Raider is. What better way to do that than Pete Carroll? He started it up at SC. He did a great job with the Seahawks. And I think Pete Carroll could do a tremendous job with the Vegas Raiders of Oakland, of Los Angeles. So there's that as well. So I think that's the best one for me. My thing on Ben Johnson's this. I wonder how quickly the Bears think they could turn this thing around. Now, granted, they got talent, but I got some questions about the defense, although they did bring in Dennis Allen, who should never be a head coach again. I try. But we wait and see what happens. But Kellen Moore will be the final hire. That'll be done by the Saints after the Super Bowl. I got to tell you, I'm still stunned we got it this far. All right, let's dive into if a certain team wins. Kansas City wins.
Kansas City wins. You're going to hear my daughter screaming at the top of her lungs. That's all. And then I'll finish out why.
It'd be 4 out of 5 years. And the first team to ever three-peat. Mark, where does that put Patrick Mahomes in the GOAT conversation?
You're really gonna have to make me mention his name. You're an asshole.
I prefer whole ass.
Obviously, the man with the most rings stands Tom Brady. Followed right behind him, and has much more of a career to go. He's not done. Is Patrick Mahomes? It just puts him one more step up on that pedestal, and right now, there's no signs of him slowing down. He's been very lucky to avoid the injury bug for serious conditions throughout his time. He's had a great coaching staff from the moment he stepped on the field and while he's been with KC. You can't ask more to give your starting quarterback the attention it deserves. So.
Bill?
Well, here's the thing, though, and I've been saying this, Reg, you and I have been saying this. If the Chiefs win today, and that's one big if, I think Mahomes will be dominating the GOAT conversation because this is the first time a quarterback, let alone a team, has won 3 Super Bowls in a row. Brady never did that.
Mm-hmm.
Montana never did that. So I think this puts Mahomes very strongly in that GOAT debate if the Chiefs win today.
So let me go with the hypothetical. The Chiefs win. I'm asking you, your feet to the fire. Who's the GOAT, Brady or Mahomes?
Mahomes.
Okay.
I know it's a strong statement, but again, let me reiterate. Brady has never won 3 in a row.
Listen, you're not getting an argument. I just wanted the answer.
Yeah.
Dan, if the Chiefs win, where do you put Mahomes in the GOAT talk?
I'm not there yet, Bill. But it's gonna be very hard for anyone to call Brady the GOAT only because he's never three-peated. And Patrick Mahomes, if he wins tonight, will have three-peated. That is something that you can't take away from him. So it elevates his status. But I need to see more Super Bowl wins before I can truly call him that, because wins do matter. Okay, you three-peat, that's great, but wins matter. How many times you win does matter.
I wanted to just do paint a little picture for you. So think about this. The best team in the NFL in the 70s was the Pittsburgh Steelers. Quarterbacked by Terry Bradshaw. The best team, one of the best teams of the 1990s was the Dallas Cowboys, head coached by Jimmy Johnson. The greatest quarterback of all time is Tom Brady.
Yep.
Best quarterback of the modern era is Mahomes. This game is going to be televised on Fox.
On Fox, where they're all employed. Exactly.
Where they're all employed outside of Mahomes. Mahomes can three-peat, and Terry Bradshaw never did it. Brady never did it. Jimmy Johnson technically should have
Could've.
three-peated, but he didn't because Jerry's a stubborn man. So I had to get that in there. I think I'm with Bill. I think I put Mahomes a little bit ahead of Brady for this reason. We've always equivalated Brady with Belichick being the greatest coach of all time. And I love Andy Reid more than anybody else outside of maybe his wife.
Cricket.
We don't give Andy Reid enough credit for the job he's done. But remember this, Andy Reid had the guts and the onions to move up 20 spots to draft Mahomes while he still had Alex Smith, who was playing very well at the time. And what have they done? They've gone DJ Khaled. All they do is win.
Yeah.
Look at me with a modern day DJ Khaled reference. I'm proud of me.
Look, the only reason why he may go ahead in those conversations is because of the fact that if he wins today, he three-peats.
Right.
But still, I think the fact that Brady has more Super Bowl wins than anybody, I think that still is a factor. I think you still have to win. So, it's a great feat no matter what happens. But, to me, you have to win more. And, because Mahomes can three-peat. If he goes back to the Super Bowl a few more times and lose, well, I mean, then yes, he'll forever have that if it happens today. It's not going to get rid of the 7 Super Bowls that Tom Brady.
Right. It put
It's
him,
not.
if he wins today, it becomes 7-5, and it's a close game. By the way, Dan, with the cat in your hand, I'm thinking of Austin Powers, where Dr. Evil has the cat in his lap.
And his feline friend while we talk about this.
Oh, all right.
Oh my
But no,
God.
stand by what I said.
No, listen, stand by me.
Bill, I understand where you're getting at. You're not wrong because people are gonna have those conversations. I can't put him that high yet because he hasn't won.
So where do you have him
He's
right
close. He's close.
now? Okay.
He's close.
Okay. Nope. All right. Before we go deeper, I have created little Super Bowl Jeopardy for you, gentlemen.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to read I'll give you all the categories. I'm going to read the question, but I'm going to do it off the phone because the computer gets a little laggy when I open up an extra tab.
Okay.
Cool.
So let me open this up.
By the way, I hate to be a party pooper, but my parents want to see me, so this will be my last segment.
Okay. Actually, you know what, Dan? Perfect. After this, just give us who you think wins, and then we'll go from there. All right.
Cool.
All right. So
I'm playing with my cat Johnny.
it's all good. Here are your categories: Super Bowl quarterbacks, Super Bowl MVPs that are not quarterbacks,
Okay.
longest plays in Super Bowl history. I want the player and I want the team. Bill, this one's right up your alley. I got halftime performances. I'll give you the year because Roman numerals confuse the hell out of me. You guys got to tell me who performed. And the final category is Super Bowl cities.
What was the last one?
Cities.
Can you just do me one favor on the halftime show thing?
Sure.
Can you tell me if they say like 2010, is that like for the 2009 season or the 2010 season? Because it's
okay. So I went the year the game was played, so it's really for the year prior.
Okay, so it's the year is just the year the game was played.
Yes, year of the game. Roman numerals confused the hell out of me, so I wasn't going to write them down because I was going to confuse myself.
Okay. Yeah. Quarterbacks, MVPs, not quarterbacks.
longest plays, halftime performances, and cities.
Okay.
And they're listed from 100 to 500.
Okay.
All
So how
right.
do we answer?
Mark, I know you're giving away the prize, but I'm going to let you play in this as well.
Oh, of course I'm gonna play.
So,
I'm gonna play. The deal is I win, the autograph goes to second place.
okay. All right. To decide who goes first, I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 10. Whoever gets closest, I'll let that person go first.
But
So,
what do we use as our buzzer, though?
is there still the raise hand thing on here?
Is it?
Now there you go. Dan's got a hand.
Yeah, raise your hand.
Just raise your hand if you're sure.
Okay.
Sorry, secret, not a sponsor.
All right, I got the number. Mark,
Well,
between
don't have
1
the
and
raise
10.
hand thing.
Going with the only number I
Wait,
can.
what
8.
would you say, Bill?
They do have the raise hand thing. It's under reactions. It's under,
Okay, so if you want to do that, if you want to raise your real hand, I don't care. It's whatever I see first.
okay.
I don't move like I used to. All right, Mark, go ahead.
8.
Okay, Bill,
6.
Dan.
2.
Dan's the closest. It was 3.
Oh,
Oh, Danny boy.
All right, Dan. Your categories again are quarterbacks, MVPs that are not quarterbacks, longest plays, halftime performances, and cities. They go from 100 to 500. And I did not make this easy for you people.
cities, Super Bowl cities for 100.
What 2 cities have hosted the most Super Bowls?
Got 1. Bill's got his hand up.
Go, Bill.
New Orleans and Miami.
I want you to rephrase that.
What is New Orleans and Miami?
Better. That is, what are Miami and New Orleans? That'll be 102, Bill.
Very nice.
Okay. All right, Bill, you run the board now.
All right, let's go quarterbacks for 100.
Quarterbacks, 100. From 2006 to 2010, one Super Bowl winning quarterback was not the MVP of the game. Name that quarterback.
Jesus.
So from the 2005 season to
I
2009
can't believe I can't think of
season?
this.
Yes.
Not typing it out. My hands are right here.
Bill.
Was Hines Ward?
No.
Ah,
No.
No, I have no guess on this one.
Okay, Dan.
You said quarterback?
It is quarterback. The
Oh.
quarterback was not the MVP.
Which quarterback was not the MVP?
okay, I got the word.
Ben Roethlisberger?
Again, I'm going to ask you to.
What? Who is Ben Roethlisberger?
Who is Ben Roethlisberger is
Oh,
correct.
okay. Got the word wrong there. So
All right. Dan is on the board at 100.
I'm not good at this Jeopardy stuff. So
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, I am just being fickle. I'll take it either way. I'm being Ken Jennings in this mother. Dan, the board is yours.
Okay. Let's go back to cities for 200.
Cities for 200. What city hosted the hottest Super Bowl of all time? Now, I'm going to give you a bit of a hint. It is not a dome stadium. So if the game was played in Houston and it was 103, I'm not counting that. Actual game was played outside.
The hottest?
Hottest. What city hosted it? Warmest, hottest. Dan.
What is Tampa Bay?
Incorrect. Mark.
What it is, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona.
Incorrect. Bill.
I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
We were looking for what is the LA Coliseum.
See, I was thinking, so I thought LA for a second, but I'm like, wait a second. LA, January, February. I'm not quite sure. I gotta go to a hotter city, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, LA Coliseum. It was 84 degrees for the Super Bowl.
Okay, interesting.
Dan, it is still you on the board.
Cities for 300.
Cities for 3. Okay. You got options on this one.
Got options.
3. Name 3 college sites
Okay.
where Super Bowls have been played.
3 college sites.
I got
Or
one.
college stadiums, or whatever you want
to. Rose Bowl. What is the Rose Bowl?
That's one.
What is the Orange Bowl?
That is Dos Equis, decent beer.
Then there's one more, right?
There's a couple more. I just want you to give me one.
Oh, there's a couple more. Okay. Mother of God. Oh, please don't kill me. What is the Cotton Bowl?
No, incorrect.
Okay.
That was the one. I had 2 of what Dan said, and I was lost on the third. So
Okay, Bill, you got anything?
No.
So Rose Bowl, Orange Bowl, Stanford Stadium,
Okay.
the LA Coliseum,
USC.
yeah,
and then Rice and Tulane Stadium.
interesting.
All right, Dan, board is still you.
Quarterbacks 200.
Quarterbacks 200. Okay. This has to do with Mark's favorite team. Name every San Francisco 49er quarterback to play in a Super Bowl.
That's so not fair.
There's only 4.
There's
Oh,
only
I'm
4. Yeah, name all of them.
You got to name all 4 of them.
All right, I'm going to take my shot fast.
All right, Mark, take your shot.
Okay. You got Montana.
Bill, if he gets it wrong, I will go to you.
Okay. You got Montana. You got Young. Montana, Young. I want to say Garcia. I don't know why. Damn it.
All right, Bill.
Okay, is this just for wins or in general?
Every 49er to play in every 49er quarterback to play in a Super Bowl.
Okay. Montana,
Mm-hmm.
Young, Kaepernick, Purdy. Who is Montana?
You're missing 1.
Oh, you said 4, so I got.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's 5. I apologize.
Okay.
I
Not bad,
apologize.
Bill. Not even
One more. You got 1 more. If you could guess it, the points are yours. But you know what? I'll correct the mistake. Even if you don't get, I'll give you the points. It's my mistake.
Okay, fair enough.
The 5th guy was Jimmy Garoppolo.
Ah, Jimmy.
Oh.
See, if you had come to me, I would have said that.
Well, I apologize.
Yeah.
There's 3 people. I'm 1 person.
But I still get the points for that.
I will give you the point. Okay, so that's having to do this on the phone is just insane. All right, Bill, go ahead.
Let's go halftime performances for 100.
2004.
Who is Janet Jack? Oh, who
Yeah.
is Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake, Nelly, Kid Rock?
I would have just taken Janet
Yeah.
Jackson and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
going to say booby pick.
All right, that is 400. All right, Bill.
Let's go halftime for 200.
Halftime for 200. 2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is Beyonce?
Yeah, she caused the whole blackout that led the 49ers to try to come back. Yep.
Bill. Wow.
If you like it, you should have put a ring on it. I would have liked it, and I would have put a ring on it. All right, Bill. The board is still your hand is still up.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good.
Let's go halftime for 3.
Halftime for 3. 2012, the year we all thought it was going to end. Dan.
2012. So the 2011 season. That was Madonna.
That was Madonna.
Yep.
So Dan gets 300.
I'm getting my ass kicked. The youngins.
The youths.
The
All right,
youth
Dan. The
board.
board is yours.
What's left on halftime performances?
4 and 500.
Let's go 400 halftime.
Okay. 1993. Good year of mine. Bill, go for
Who is Michael Jackson?
it.
He'll beat me by a half a second.
Okay. That is just really bad on my part. All right, Bill, board's yours. Halftime for 5.
Let's go halftime for 5. Let's close it out.
Close it out. From 2005 to 2010, all Super Bowl halftime show performers are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Name 3 of them.
Who is?
Hold on.
Bill's got his hand
Now
up
you
already.
can go.
Okay.
Sorry, I wanted to get the answer up before you answered.
Okay. 3 of them.
3.
Who is Paul McCartney,
Numero uno.
Rolling Stones,
Numero dos.
The Who?
And the Who. Yeah. Well done.
I'm
Well
impressed,
done.
Bill. I am impressed. Put your hand down.
The other names, in case people were wondering,
Springsteen.
Prince,
Friends.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers,
I forget that one.
and Bruce.
Bruce.
All right.
So, what categories we got left?
You got quarterbacks 3 through 500. You got cities 4 and 500. And then we have not touched non-quarterback MVPs and longest plays.
Okay, you know what? Let's go non-quarterback MVPs for 100.
Okay. Who was the last non-quarterback to win Super Bowl MVP?
That's a joke.
If
Was
you
it recent?
need a hint, I can give it to you.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, Bill.
Who's Cooper Kupp?
Who is Cooper Kupp? Bill, I would like to see your hands up at all times.
Okay.
All right. Go. The board is crap. Sorry. Board is still yours.
Let's go Super Bowl quarterbacks for 400.
Quarterbacks, not the MVP, just quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks for 400, yes.
400. From 1986 to 96, the NFC won each Super Bowl. There were 3 different AFC teams in those Super Bowls. 2 of them had Hall of Fame quarterbacks in Jim Kelly and John Elway. Who is the third quarterback representing the AFC in that span in those Super Bowls?
I'll take a shot. I want to
Yeah.
say McNair.
No.
Shit.
Dan, you're giving me a weird look. I don't know if you got something or no. Okay. Nothing? Nobody?
No.
Who is Boomer Esiason with the
Oh.
Cincinnati Bengals?
Mm.
All right, Bill.
Okay. Let's go non-MVPs for what do we got left for non-MVP for non-Super Bowl MVP for non
You got 200 through 500.
Let's go non-QB MVP for 200.
Since 2000,
Okay.
3 linebackers have won MVP. Name them.
Since what year?
2000.
Oh, good. That makes it even harder.
I told you I wasn't making these easy.
That's a 200 question?
Yeah, I told you guys I didn't go easy on this one.
I'm only gonna have 2 guesses.
Okay.
And the only 2 that make sense to me are Von Miller and Ray Lewis. Otherwise, I do not know.
Okay. You know what? You got 2 of 3. I'll give it to you.
All right.
I'll be nice. I'll give it to you. The third one was Malcolm Smith of the Seahawks.
Okay.
Ray Lewis when they destroyed the Giants. Von Miller when the Broncos beat the Panthers.
Panthers, right.
Hey,
listen, I got one.
You are on the board, my friend, and the board is yours.
Yep, what's left?
You got quarterbacks 3 and 500.
Fine, quarterbacks 300.
Name the 3 quarterbacks the Bills lost to when they lost their 4 straight Super Bowls. All right, Mark.
Doug Williams, Phil Simms, Troy Aikman.
You got 1 right.
What?
You got 1 right.
Okay.
If we get 2 of them, are we okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Hostetler, Jeff Hostetler.
Hostetler.
Took over for Sims.
But Sims got hurt that year.
And Troy Aikman.
Okay. Bill, do you know the third one or do you not know the third one?
Oh,
I'm just asking you. I'm going to give Dan the credit, but.
No, I don't.
Okay. Mark Rippon.
Okay.
That was the Washington quarterback.
Yeah. Wasn't Doug
No,
No,
Doug Williams was in the 80s.
It told me online. Yeah.
No. I'm allowed to be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, the board is yours, Dan.
Okay. Quarterbacks we finish after this, right?
Quarterbacks will be done.
Yeah, so let's finish it off.
All right.
500.
Tom Brady, everyone's hero in life, appeared in 10 Super Bowls. Can you name the 2 teams that he played twice and the 2 different starting quarterbacks they had?
Twice.
What?
Yeah, Bill.
Okay, 2 teams he played twice and 2 different starting quarterbacks.
Right, like he played the Giants twice, but it was Eli for both.
Okay.
It literally just came to my mind.
So one would be the Eagles, Donovan McNabb and Nick Foles.
There's one.
Very good.
The other one is, God, who else did they play? Okay, okay.
Clay.
The Rams, Kurt Warner, and Jared Goff.
Who was the first thing you said?
Rams, Kurt Warner
Yep, there you go.
and Jared Goff.
There you
See,
go.
See, I had to think about it, but then Bill raised his hand, so I was like, sweet.
Yeah. All right,
Bill
Bill.
was very sure.
Bill, the board is back to you.
Okay, what do we got left?
You got non-quarterback MVPs 3 through 500. Longest plays has not been touched, and then cities for 4 and 500.
Let's try longest plays, 100.
All right. Longest interception return.
Hmm.
That's you got to just think.
It is a very iconic play.
Well, the longest. Wait, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Ed Reed, Baltimore.
No.
Which Super Bowl? What, is that gonna is it gonna give it away? Can you give the Super Bowl?
I'll give you the year because
Well, I'm out, so
I believe this was 2010 because I think this was 2010 because the cover of Madden 11 I believe is this game. Yeah, Dan.
If you're saying 2010, so the 2009 season, right?
I think I could totally be wrong. I'm just going off of cover of Madden.
Oh, you're killing me here. Interception
It is
return.
an interception. Did I count?
Tracy Porter?
Huh?
Tracy Porter?
No.
New Orleans? No. Okay.
No.
That's the only one I can think of at that time.
Yeah.
Bill?
Anything?
No.
It's the James Harrison pick 6.
Oh, duh.
I would have taken Steelers as well. Bill, the board's still you.
Let's go for cities. There's 4 or 500 left, right?
Cities have 4 and 5 left.
Let's go cities 4.
What city hosted the 2 coldest Super Bowls played outdoors?
Ooh.
The tease? There's 2
well,
cities.
you're going back.
Two coldest cities, right?
No, it's one city that hosted the 2 coldest.
Oh,
I don't know.
This was the answer on Final Jeopardy the other night. I'm going to take a shot in the wind, and I'm going to stick up in the. Hold on.
Yeah, go.
I'm going to say friggin' Minnesota.
No. Played outdoors.
Well,
outdoors.
I'm thinking it would happen in Minneapolis. That's
No,
why
because they always had the dome.
Yeah, they always had a dome.
And I'm going Super Bowls, not like AFL.
Is it South? Is it in the South?
It is in the South. I will give you that.
Okay.
What Super Bowls were in the South?
And you were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan.
I'm
What is
out.
Tampa Bay?
No.
Okay. I tried it again.
Your love of Tampa Bay's got to stop. Bill, you got to guess.
No, I don't.
New Orleans.
Okay.
Tulane Stadium, 39 and 46 degrees.
Interesting.
All right, Bill.
Yes. Okay. Let's go.
Finish up cities or
What does quarterback MVP look like?
3 through 500
Let's go non-quarterback MVP for 300.
or 300. Tom Brady won 6 Super Bowls in New England, capturing 5 MVPs. Who's the other Patriot to win Super Bowl MVP during those years? Yes, Bill.
Who was Julian Edelman?
That would be incorrect.
Wait, no. Didn't he win MVP in?
He won a co-MVP with Brady.
Oh, no. Did he?
I think they were co. Yeah, Mark.
Vinatieri?
Nope. By the way, Evan Terry should have been in the Hall of Fame. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yes. I'm not doing that today.
Dan?
Who is Teddy Bruschi?
Incorrect. We were looking for Dion Branch.
Oh.
All right, Bill.
Okay. Let's finish off the category.
You got 4 and 500 left, not just one.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Or do you want to finish off cities? Because that would be the last city.
Yeah, let's finish off cities.
Finishing off. Who are the only 2 teams to win the Super Bowl in their home stadium? Bill.
Who are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams?
There you go.
Can someone put him on so he can start making money as a network on Jeopardy, please?
I'll do it.
Ken Jennings would mute him so quickly, it wouldn't be funny. All right, Bill, board is you. We only got a non-quarterback MVP and longest plays.
Let's go non-quarterback 400.
3 Pittsburgh Steelers wide receivers have won Super Bowl MVP. Name them.
Got it. I got one. It's going to take me a while. I got to think for a second.
I got one as well.
I got all 3 because they're right in front of me. Mark, is that supposed to be a hand up or just thumbs up?
No, I only have one.
Okay. Threw me for a loop.
Yeah, sorry, I'm putting my hand down.
No, you good.
I'm going to try for 2 of them.
Okay.
Lynn Swan and Hines Ward.
You've got 2 of them. I'll give you the credit, but if anyone else can name the third one.
I can't name you the third one.
Yeah, Bill, who's the third one?
Joe Green?
Huh?
Joe Green?
No, wide receiver.
Oh, okay. Duh.
Hold on, we got a little bit of Dan, you may have gotten your wish.
Yeah, I'm looking through the social feeds right now. So.
Yeah, according to Adam Schefter, Aaron Rodgers unlikely to return to the Jets next season. We'll get into that.
Ian Rappaport is on it too.
Yeah,
so
I just got the ESPN alert. That's
Ian Rappaport, I think was first, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, so Mark, you've now you're running the board here. The third one was Santonio Holmes.
Okay,
that's right. He made the catch in the corner.
Made the catch, yeah.
I keep forgetting Santonio Holmes.
Jets legend.
Yeah.
Ohio State Buckeye legend.
All right, non-QBs for the next amount.
Okay, non-quarterback MVP. This will close out the category. Who was the first non-quarterback offensive player to win Super Bowl MVP?
Who was the first? Say it again, please.
Non-quarterback offensive player to win Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, I'm gonna say Desmond Howard.
No.
Okay.
No. Bill, Dan, anything.
I'll take a shot in the dark. Jim Brown.
Huh?
Jim Brown. Who's Jim Brown?
No.
Okay.
Dan, anything.
Anything. I am not sorry.
All right. The first non-quarterback offensive player to win Super Bowl MVP. Miami Dolphin legend Larry Zonka.
See, I would never have gotten that. Sorry.
I don't apologize. It's why I made it a $500 question or a 500-point question. All right, Mark, you got longest place 200 through 500.
I started off 200.
200. Longest field goal.
Do we have to know the yardage or just the person who kicked it?
Just person who, if you can add the yardage, yeah.
I'm going to say Tucker.
No. Bill.
Butker.
Yeah, Butker did it a couple of years ago, 57.
Okay.
Okay, let's go 300.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Do you think I can move this quickly?
Mike is moving his abacus along here. It's okay.
Like Jesus. I am 13. Bell 3 through 500.
So 3.
Longest rush running play. I was stunned when I read this one too, if I'm honest with you. Do 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 do. Squeeze, squeeze.
See, I can't ask a question. Was it done during this? Because I don't know. I'm not sure. But it's by somebody you would not expect, and it's the only person I can think of, though. I hate you, and I'm gonna. If I'm right, I want a pat on the back.
You have a bad back.
Parker from the Steelers.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Willie Parker, 75 yards, Super Bowl against
I
the
could not
Seahawks.
remember his first name for the life of me.
Nope.
I'm old, but I remember some things.
Willie Parker. All right, 4 or 500.
Or
Longest touchdown reception in Super Bowl history. If you could give me the quarterback too, that'd be awesome. I'm not looking for it though.
longest
Love
reception. No, longest touchdown reception.
touchdown reception. Love this guy. Great name.
Oh, you know, Swanee had that. We know Irvin had.
You want a hint?
No. Well, these you could give it to them. The I'm gonna let you give a hint.
It
But there's
happened
only
after
one?
the year 2000.
I know. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I
Okay.
know who the pass came from. I don't know who caught it.
Okay.
So I'll let these guys get a shot.
It happened after 2000.
Okay.
That's the hint.
I don't know.
And
Okay.
now I know who caught it. I think.
Okay.
Answer it.
Jake Delhomme to Musin Muhammad.
Son of a gun, I got him with it. Yeah. Well done.
I would
Mushin
never have guessed that
Muhammad.
either.
I knew the only reason why when Mike said it was after the 2000s, my mind flashed back to the weakest team that could have ever made it to the Super Bowl, and that being the
Carolina
Panthers.
Panthers of 2003.
Yep.
Mushin Muhammad. Last question.
Last question.
All right. Longest kickoff return.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, Mark.
That's Jacoby Jones.
That would be Jacoby Jones, 108 yards. God rest his soul.
Yes.
All right. Mark, you came on at the end.
Yeah.
But Bill,
Yeah.
you won.
Thank
And
you.
Bill, you receive a Tim Anderson autographed baseball.
Awesome.
All right. Dan, I do know you have to go. Who do you got?
I'm not betting against the Chiefs.
You got Kansas City. All right. Mahomes is who do you guys the MVP?
Saquon Barkley.
No. Oh. Wow, in a losing effort. All right.
Bye-bye.
Dan,
Take
please
it easy,
give
Dan.
hugs
Enjoy the
to
game.
Mama and a gentle hug to Papa Ryan's for me.
So you got it. Peace and love, folks.
All right, man. Take it easy. Enjoy the game. Text Moser later to say he'll never witness the Bills in this game.
Let's not torture the poor kid.
I do want to go into this little breaking news from
Go ahead.
going around with Aaron Rodgers. So
I like it.
if he's unlikely to return to the Jets, I think there's a two-part question in there. Where is Aaron Rodgers next year, and where do the Jets go? So
In this case, Aaron Rodgers needs to do right and just retire. I'm sorry. Look, we've seen quarterbacks go this route, and the last one we saw was Brett Favre and Tom Brady. Enough is enough. He's not. I mean, I don't think he is at all a quarterback who can make it back to the Super Bowl, even with a brilliant team. I'm sorry. That's it's it for him. It's time to hang up the cleats and Sit back, become an announcer,
If
go
you
play
want,
golf.
hang out with RFK Jr.
Ugh.
Bill, what's next for Aaron Rodgers?
Well, I think Rogers should just retire as well
Uh,
because he has become, I'm going to be honest with you, he has become probably the most annoying player in the NFL.
okay.
And like, here's the thing. I've been saying this for years. Does Aaron Rodgers even want to play football anymore?
Right.
He was Jeopardy host for a little while. Then he was starting all the drama. He was going to be RFK Jr.'s running mate. Like, does he even want to play? Does he want to play football anymore? Or does he just want to go be a professional public nuisance?
He's very good at it. So you think he should retire too?
Absolutely.
I'm not against him retiring. He played really well at the end of the year. But there's one thing that I find really curious. He's from California.
Yes.
Brock Purdy's a free agent. Could he be the quarterback of the Niners for 1 year?
With a mediocre running game.
Well, McCaffrey's coming back. I wouldn't call that mediocre.
Sorry, I'm calling him mediocre until I can see what he can do.
It's a little
He's coming back from a serious knee injury. So, he has a mediocre running back situation. Debo's gonna be gone. He's gonna go in there with Kittle and Ayuk? No way. That's not enough to go to a Super Bowl.
I just had another thought, but they're not a Super Bowl team, especially if they're trading away their best player. And that was going to be Cleveland.
Yeah, forget about Cleveland also.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening to Cleveland. Cleveland is in the top 3 of the draft. They're number 2.
And they're going to trade Myles Garrett and,
They're number 2, so they're going to get either Cam Ward or Sharir Sanders.
I'm gonna make my point on this very quickly, and this is not a diss at anything. Tennessee holds the number 1 pick as of right now. There are so many rumors swirling around Sanders, not because of him, meaning his talent, or it's because of his father.
Yep.
Nepotism.
And I'm telling you, Dion wants to be the coach in Dallas. So somehow or some way,
why wasn't he just hired?
What?
Why didn't they just hire him now?
Because he wants to be there with Sonny Boy, which means he becomes the coach of Dallas. Dallas has Dak for 3 years. They have to find something to trade all the way up to the one from the 12th, mind you. Because I'm not the one. He'd probably go 2 or 3.
You think the Titans will trade them Derrick Henry jerseys since the Cowboys were all in for Derrick Henry?
That should have been an easy pickup. I'm not going to get into that. That's last year's stuff. I'm just saying, Shadur Sanders is going to go with his father. Wherever his father, if his father decides to stay in Colorado, he's going into the NFL. If his father becomes a coach of an NFL team, that's where he goes.
We'll save more draft talk for closer to the draft, but let's go back into the Jets.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. Where do the Jets go for quarterback help?
Well, a former Jet quarterback is going to be a free agent this year.
If I'm Sam Darnold, I'm not going back unless I'm playing for the Giants.
I would not if I'm Darnold, but Darnold is an option. I'm just saying he's an option. Who else is an option?
Let's bring back the kid.
Kirk Cousins is an option.
Cousins is an option.
Let's bring
Drafting a guy could be an option.
Let's get Zach Wheeler back.
They're not gonna get They're not, because I know you said let's hold off draft talk till we get closer, but Jets are gonna be getting the number 7 pick. So they're not getting Ward. They're not getting Sanders. They're probably going to get like a Jackson Dart or a Kyle, the guy from Syracuse who's
Kyle
McCord.
McCord.
Or they're gonna be getting like a Jackson Dart or a Kyle McCord or the kid from Texas,
Quinn Ewers.
Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, those are later picks. Those aren't first round
No,
guys.
I'm saying they're probably going to be getting like
Yeah.
second, third round picks for quarterback.
The problem with signing a guy like Cousins would be you're doing the same thing you just did with Rodgers. And I love Kirk Cousins.
But I think Cousins still got some good years left in him.
No, I do too, but it's the same thought process. Like guy late 30s, coming off a serious injury. Can you really do that again? You're gonna laugh at this. What about a Jameis Winston? A stopgap guy until you find someone. Like
the problem is he just throws too many interceptions.
right, and
I
the problem is this team's too talented. So I don't know what they're gonna do. I really don't. Like this is not the class to want to draft a quarterback. That was last year or even going into next year. So that's off the table. Carolina's not going to trade Bryce Young. He played so well at the end of the year. Now, the other thing you could hope to do is is Minnesota so enthralled with JJ McCarthy, even after what Darnold did last year, you give up assets for JJ McCarthy? Like, is that a plan? Do you sign Russell Wilson? Like, they are put in such a tough spot because they advocated everything towards Aaron Rodgers. So,
yeah, well, that's the problem.
Welcome to the quarterback carousel of the New York Jets. All right, we got a game.
Yes, we do.
Today. But what comes with the Super Bowl halftime show usually is fun. I can't name you 7 Kendrick Lamar songs, so I don't know what's going to happen. But we also look forward to the commercials.
Bill,
this is your alley. What is there a specific commercial or a specific brand you're hoping for a great commercial from?
You know, this might sound generic, but I'm thinking that I'm looking forward to the Doritos commercials. They always have a good
They
time.
always hit well.
Sorry to sound generic there, folks.
No, that's fine.
But, you know, I'm also hearing Budweiser is going to release a commercial that sounds interesting.
Okay.
There's going to be Google. I'm curious to see. It's their Gemini.
Oh, that's going to be such an AI commercial.
Yeah, they're going to be going off of AI. Yeah, but I'm also looking to see what trailers are we going to be seeing movie-wise.
Movies, yeah.
So, we're probably going to be, I don't know if, I think we got the final trailer for, what is it, Captain America Brave New World, which comes out this Friday. Not sponsored, I promise. I'm also curious to see, are we going to get another trailer for the new Superman movie that's coming out in July?
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to get I'm also looking forward to, are we going to get a Fantastic Four trailer? I know we just got one recently, but do they have a Super Bowl trailer? So I'm sorry, my inner nerd is coming out.
No, this is fine.
The commercials and stuff, while it is, has become a big part of the Super Bowl.
Like, you know, is the Fantastic Four trailer going to come out?
As long as it's better than the last Fantastic Four, we're good.
Are we going to be seeing or Thunderbolts? Are we going to be seeing a trailer for that? Are we going to be seeing the new Superman trailer?
New Star Wars trailer.
I don't think there's going to be any Star Wars coming out anytime soon because I have my very good friend and co-host on Mixed Bag on Super Review Show. Plug for that. My very good friend and co-host, Justin Favaro. Shout out to you, good buddy. he is so Star Wars burnt out since we had what was it the Rise of Skywalker. He is Star Wars burnt out. So I don't know if we're going to be seeing any more Star Wars for a while, but no, the Budweiser Clydesdales are going to be making an appearance. That's going to be fun. And Sydney Sweeney is going to be making a surprise appearance. So that's going to be excited.
There's two things I'm hoping for. You're right on Doritos. I'm hoping M&M's does a good commercial. They usually
always
hit
do
it.
a good one.
And I want the E-Trade baby. The E-Trade baby is an American hero.
The E-Trade baby just got married the last time they showed up. Is the E-Trade baby going to have another baby?
Then he's going to retire.
All because he bought Bitcoin.
Oh, God. Yeah, but also other trailers, like I said, Fantastic Four, Megan 2.0, Jurassic World Rebirth could most likely be shown a Super Bowl trailer, which I am not excited about. I did not like the Jurassic. I like the first Jurassic World. I didn't like the other two. Like I said, Superman I already talked about. Final Destination.
Catching up on those again.
Especially there's going to be a Smurfs trailer for a new Smurfs movie.
There's not one for Paw Patrol. I'm fine.
So yeah, those are the trailers and commercials that I am excited about.
For me, it's always the Dorito commercial. Doritos always puts out a great commercial, and then Coke or Pepsi, whoever has it, always does a great job.
My favorite Doritos one is the two best Doritos ones are still the Time Machine one.
Yes.
And the one with the dogs in the trench coat.
See, you got the dogs in the trench coat. I got the baby in the womb.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I got the baby in the womb.
It just slides. All right. Before we get into game prediction, yeah, go ahead, Bill.
I got one. Okay, we're gonna have two special guests at the Super Bowl of the many, but one is gonna be Taylor Swift is gonna be there. She's supporting her boyfriend, Travis Kelce. And two, for the first time in history, regardless how you feel about him, President Donald Trump will be there. The first time a sitting president will be at a Super Bowl.
Okay. Nothing wrong with it.
So, who do you think they're going to show more, Taylor Swift or Donald Trump?
I pray to God Taylor Swift.
Gonna be Donald Trump, I hate to tell you.
Because he's going to be a guest of Gail Benson. And plus,
the owner.
Super Bowl 59 drinking game from the NFL memes. I'm just going to read this real quick because I think it's kind of funny. First of all, I just want to say, please, if you're drinking while watching the game today, please drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive.
Also, sorry, Bill. Sorry.
Get an Uber or stay at a friend's house.
For all of you who do not... Oh, I thought you were done again, Bill. You went silent.
No, go right ahead.
For all of you out there, it is now 2:30 on the East Coast. And if you're wondering what's going on in Super Bowl day, today is the Puppy Bowl. So please go on to YouTube, check out the Sports Insanity Network. My kids predict for the MVP of the Puppy Bowl, as they do every year. And now back to Bill.
Okay, so here is the official Super Bowl drinking game from NFL memes. If Taylor Swift or Donald Trump gets shown, don't do anything. You will end up in the hospital if this is part of the game. Josh Allen oh wait, never mind. Saquon Barkley rips off yet another 60-yard run. Take a drip and text the Giant fan you know, LMAO. Oh God, I just gave these two ideas. Harrison Butker misses a kick. Take a sip and cheers your wife. Xavier Worthy scores a touchdown. Laugh at the Bills while taking a sip. Tom Brady talks about his Super Bowl wins. Take his sip and gag a little. Nick Sirianni's punchable face is shown on TV. Take a sip and gag again. You remember the Ravens are watching the Super Bowl from Cancun. Mark Andrews, your drink, and then clean it up. Saquon Barkley and Cooper DeJean falling on birthdays, falling on Super Bowl 59 gets mentioned. Finish your drink. AJ Brown is spotted on the Eagles bench reading a novel mid-game. Finish your drink. The NFL advertises some sort of gambling slash sports betting product. Once again, do not do anything if you don't want to end up in the hospital. Referees make up a phantom penalty on the Eagles when the games get tight. Take a shot. You'll likely be passed out at this point. Someone at the party laughs at a commercial that wasn't even remotely funny. Throw your drink at them. Kendrick Lamar starts singing Not Like Us. Think Drake turns off the TV during halftime? He was too, right? Cowboy fan criticizes one of the teams playing in the this is for you, Mark. Cowboy fan criticizes one of the teams playing in the Super Bowl. Take a shot. Ask them what time does Dallas play today?
Oh, that's messed up. You're muted.
Oh, I am?
Oh no, I'm not.
He was.
Yeah, now I'm not. Go on. That was a good one.
And the last one. The Chiefs complete their first Super Bowl three-peat. Travis Kelce scores the game-winning touchdown and proposes to Taylor Swift on the field after the game.
That will happen.
Throw up in your drink.
No, my daughter will be screaming.
Oh, is your daughter a Swiftie?
Yes.
Not that bad. She's not
All right.
No, not bad at all. Just could do without the high pitch.
All right, let's get back into the game. We'll make predictions in a minute. Mark, give me an X factor, both teams.
I think your X factor comes down to, for the Eagles, I think it's Dallas Goedert. I think he is the one you're going to be looking to on those short third downs to get you, just to drive the ball, to keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands. On the flip side of the game, I think it's Kareem Hunt. I think Kareem Hunt has to get the running going to get the Eagles' rush defense to back off a little bit. And if you give Mahomes 3 seconds, that's like giving Rodgers, Brady the same amount of time. So time is everything.
Bill, X factor, both teams.
Well, I think for the Eagles, I think it's obvious. I think it's going to be Saquon Barkley. The guy has been an absolute monster in the postseason. He has just been taking it to the house so many times. So I'm going to say it's Barkley for Philly. For the Chiefs, I think it's going to be actually the Chiefs defense led by former Giants DC Steve Spagnuolo, because this year in the regular season, the defense has allowed 19.2 points per game, making it the 4th best in the league. So I think they're going to have to be able to try to hold Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, and Saquon Barkley, or contain them. Holding's a penalty. But I think the Chiefs defense is really going to have to come through to stop Barkley and Hurts today.
For Philly, I think it's a couple of things. I think one, Mark, you brought up Goddard. I'm going to bring up Devontae Smith. Get those guys involved early. Make sure they're in the game. And remember, Philly's playing 2 rookie corners. So I'm kind of interested to see how they do here against Kansas City. Kansas City, offensive line, you got to protect. And we talked about Worthy earlier. We talked about Kelce earlier. DeAndre Hopkins is really good at the football. I might want to key in on that guy.
It wouldn't surprise me to see Hopkins with a touchdown today.
Him and Hollywood Brown. Like we talked all last year, Kansas City doesn't have the weapons. Now it's Hollywood Brown, Hopkins, Worthy, Kelce, the 2 running backs.
Right.
They have a plethora of weapons. And here's the other thing. Kansas City's defense, a couple of weeks ago on the AFC title game, they were able to stop the Bills' version of the tush push. Can they stop the originators? That's going to be a really big question.
Here's the thing, it's a legal play, no matter how many ways you want to
But
look
right
at
now,
it.
it's a legal play. It's apparently going to be looked at.
It's got right. The NFL is going to do what Major League Baseball has done, and it is going to look at certain rules and will make changes to them. The tush push is, to me, is just a very dangerous play for the quarterback more than anything, especially getting your head crushed in the middle of all that. But there are teams in which it does work for, obviously, with good reason.
All right. So those are X factors. Bill, who wins the game and who's the MVP?
I think Chiefs are going to win. Pat Mahomes, MVP again. Gag.
Okay. If it's not Mahomes.
Okay. Xavier Worthy.
Okay. Mark, who wins and who's the MVP?
KC wins, and your MVP is going to be Travis Kelce.
You know what? Give me scores. What the hell?
You want scores too? You didn't say that. You just want to know who's going to win.
You know what? I'm changing it up on the fly.
Okay.
The final score is going to be. God, this is actually kind of tough. KC 19, Philadelphia 11.
I'm going to say KC 28, Philly 20.
I'm going to go Kansas City 31, Philadelphia 27. I'm
reason
going
why I
high
had those
score.
numbers. I have 1 and 9. I got a real tough box.
Oh, you took the box. I don't.
Yeah, I got a tough box number. So that's why my numbers are a little out there.
MVP.
Saquon Barkley.
Should have won the regular season MVP, but no. MVP. Nick Bolton. Remember 2 years ago, he had the big fumble return for a touchdown. Don't be surprised if Nick Bolton makes a big play in this one either. All right. That'll do it for the Super Bowl pregame edition of the Sunday Sideline Report. Thank you to everyone who joined us this season. We cannot wait for next season. And around the corner, we're going to have Batter Up. We're going to have a lot more content coming your way. We'll also have some draft stuff coming near the draft. But listen, subscribe, like, comment to the Sports Insanity Network here on YouTube. Go to the site, thesportsinsanitynetwork.com for great blogs, vlogs, planes, trains, and automobiles. Follow us on the socials at Insanity Real on Twitter, Facebook, the Sports Insanity Network. And if you want other weird kind of content, well, I can't tell you where to go get that because this is a live stream, not a recording. But anyway, for Danny Boy Reginald, for Corpus Crispy, for the old ops guy, I'm Mike Rifkin. Enjoy the Super Bowl, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Thank you for listening to the Sunday Sideline Report all season long. We appreciate you.